Melvin, which Melvin's going to show up on fight night. And again, you showed up with an incredible performance. Can you talk about the evolution of your career? And it's like you get it now. This is what you need to do.
Just had to grow up, man. Like Dana said, when he first met me on Ultimate Fighter, I was just a young kid, and I've grown with this business for the last 6 years, and it's been great. And I've had a lot of downtime. A lot of people stuck in my corner. Mr. Joe Silver, Dana himself, Mr. Lorenzo. And I always go back and think about when Dana told me, kid, get your shit together, you can be great. What I did, I put myself in rehab, I got my shit together. I got a beautiful wife. I'm more of a family man now. I'm not hanging out in the streets. I play more golf in the daytime than I see nightlife now. And it wasn't like that. I was always in the clubs. I don't even go out anymore. I go to dinner with the wife and I do movies. I'm doing the family things, minus the kids though, minus the kids, no kids, all right? It's a great feeling, but it's great to be a part of something like this, man. The UFC is by far the biggest sport in the world to me, and I'm happy to be a part of this. And I always tell myself, I would hate for a kid to walk up to me and say, hey, when's your next UFC fight? And I'm no longer in the UFC. So that's why I work so hard to fight to stay in. I'm in, nobody's gonna take my position. And I'm going to just keep knocking guys out until I get a title shot. Right now, I want to fight Jim Miller. But if I don't have Jim Miller, I need another fight. So, if you want to do it again, bro, I know in the past you wanted to call me out again, so we can get it on again if you want. You know what I mean? I'm here to fight, man. And nobody's going to beat me. I will be #1, I promise.
Question 4. Idea of how far you think you are, maybe not fight-wise, but development-wise from a title shot? I mean, you say you want to be the best. Do you feel like you're fighting at a championship level right now?
I am the best 155er. I'm a finisher. I got no disrespect to Frankie Edgar, Gray, but it proved it in the last fight when they fought each other. Gray had him on his heels and didn't finish. I'm a finisher, man. I go in for the kill. I smell blood. I guess you could say I've been through so much in my life. Getting in the cage and swinging hands and putting people away, that's easy for me, Growing up with a mother that was a Baptist minister who whipped me all the time, and that's the stuff I'm afraid of. You know what I mean? So I can get in there and throw hands with anybody, It's just all about the organization and the bosses giving me my opportunity. But in the meantime, I will say this. I'm going back to Albuquerque this week, going back to camp. I want to fight in Houston, If I don't get that fight, it's okay, but I'm training for it. And the more I train, the better I get. And the more I have Dr. Tripp, my judo coach, I have Winkle John, I have Greg, and all my teammates, including Carlos Condit, who knocked the guy out tonight. I have everything around me is working. And the more it takes for them to give me a title, the more I feel bad for the guy I fight for the title.
And you threw out a couple names, but I've seen on the internet a couple people saying, hey, a fight with Clay Guida would be pretty special, but obviously he's your teammate. Is that something you would consider?
The only way I'll fight a teammate is if it's for the title, because at the end of the day, we all have this understanding. I'm not going to fight my teammate for nothing when there's all these 55ers. That just don't make sense to me. But we all in here for one thing. I want to have a kid one day, and I tell my kid, oh, well, your dad would have been a great champion, but I let Clay Guida have my spot. I can't live like that. That'll ruin my legacy. So we all here for one reason, this business. I'll fight my brother for that UFC title. I'll fight my mother for that UFC title. I'm serious, dude. Like, I mean that, and that's from the heart, man. So when that time comes and I have to fight a teammate, we have to sort out how we're going to do the training camps. But may the best man win. I will be the better man that day.
Melvin said he would be interested in fighting you again. Is that the fight that interests you, or is there someone else on your mind? Next.
Ja, natürlich, auf jeden Fall. Ich habe ja schon vor langer Zeit gesagt, ich würde gerne gegen die Leute kämpfen, gegen die ich schon mal verloren habe. Und das wäre ein sehr interessanter Kampf für mich.
Yes, in any case, long time before I said I want to fight these guys I lost. And so it would be very, very interesting to fight Melvin.
I just have to put you to sleep again, I promise.
We will see that in the ring.
You can do it in Houston if you want. We can fly you back over. I want to fight in front of my mom. I want to fight in front of my mom, no matter what. I don't care who it is. I'll fight anybody in front of my mom. So if you want to take the other L, man.
I think he does it also.
We can fight for each other purse too. I put it that much on the line. I will not lose.
All right, next question. Next question.